If you've ever been into Doctor Who tie-in media, or if you followed Doctor Who during the Wilderness years, then Justin Richards is a name that should definitely mean something to you. Hello, I'm the Fantasy Bookworm, and today I wanted to make a video dedicated to the memory of Justin Richards, a very prolific Doctor Who writer who sadly passed away just a couple of weeks ago at the time of me recording this. It feels like it was only recently that I made my tribute to Rob Grant, and it's very sad to have lost another notable author again so soon, especially at the age of just 64, which is really not old at all. Justin Richards is someone who I think perhaps doesn't always get the level of credit and recognition that he really deserves within the Doctor Who community. As a writer, he doesn't have a reputation on the level of someone like, say, Terence Dicks or Robert Holmes, but if you've ever been into Doctor Who tie-in media, or if you followed Doctor Who during the Wilderness years, then Justin Richards is a name that should definitely mean something to you. He first got started in the 1990s writing books for the Virgin New Adventures and Missing Adventures ranges, and then subsequently for the Eighth Doctor Adventures and Past Doctor Adventures for BBC Books following the release of the 1996 TV movie. And as well as writing lots of books, he also contributed, I believe, over 40 scripts for Big Finish, starting with The Whispers of Terror, which is widely considered to be one of the earliest Big Finish stories to really truly showcase the potential of Doctor Who within the medium of audio, as it featured an entity made entirely out of sound. For me, though, I know Justin Richards best for his contributions to the new series Adventures range of Doctor Who books, as those were the books that I had on my shelves growing up, and which are still on my shelves now, and I occasionally like to go back and revisit them. By 2005, Richards had actually taken over as the creative director for Doctor Who at BBC Books, and he was responsible for writing the very first revived era Doctor Who original novel featuring the Ninth Doctor as played by Christopher Eccleston, and I have a copy of it here. It's The Clockwise Man. This is an intriguing steampunk story set in 1920s London, which features clockwork automatons that are very reminiscent of what Stephen Moffat would introduce to the show itself the following year in The Girl in the Fireplace. However, my favourite book by Justin Richards, which also incidentally happens to be one of my favourite Doctor Who tie-in books that I've read, is The Resurrection Casket, featuring the 10th Doctor and Rose. This came out in 2006 to coincide with the release of Series 2, making it 20 years old this year. And I won't go into a full-on detailed review of it here, although I would like to make a video reviewing this in the future. But it's a very exciting story, it's a fun story, which again has a steampunk aesthetic and is clearly paying homage to Treasure Planet, with space pirates and long-lost treasure, steam-powered spaceships, homicidal robots. It's got loads of twists and turns and betrayals, so if that's the kind of thing that sounds like it appeals to you and you're a fan of the 10th Doctor, then I would definitely recommend giving this one a go. The most recent book that I read by Justin Richards, which I actually only finished just a couple of months ago, is Plague of the Cyberman, featuring the 11th Doctor. This story has a very nice gothic setting with a castle and a ruined church and a village where corpses are going missing from graves, all of which aesthetically I think very nicely lends itself to a Cyberman story. And Richards also gets the body horror aspect of the Cybermen really well, about as well as you can do really for a book that is intended for a younger audience. Now, this video is not intended to be a comprehensive overview of everything that Justin Richards has done. It's more about my experiences with him as a writer. However, I feel like I really should mention that Richards has also written reference books, guides, and a bunch of other non-fiction material related to Doctor Who, sharing his vast and extensive knowledge of the history and the lore of the franchise. Additionally, he has also written a number of books for children not related to Doctor Who, such as the Invisible Detective series. Now, I've not read any of those books myself, but if any of you watching this video have, I would be very interested to hear what you thought of them. Also, let me know if you've read any of his Doctor Who material or listened to the audio dramas. Perhaps you've read some of the books that I've discussed in this video. If so, let me know and tell me which ones are your favourites. Finally, I would like to finish this off by sending best wishes to all of his family and his friends, many of whom are professional writers themselves working within the Doctor Who space who have been paying their tributes to him. So, wishing them the best in this difficult time. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again here on this channel very soon.